Hello everyone. Hi and welcome back to another video. I'm so thankful to have you here. Today I'm going to be filming a 5 to 9 in my 9 to 5 life. So this is essentially just a morning routine before work. So usually my day starts with me obviously waking up, and then I read my daily devotional, which is Journey to the Heart by Melody BT. And then I go ahead, make my bed, put on my watch, and essentially just start getting dressed for the gym. I try to go to the gym first thing in the morning, just because from experience I've discovered that if I push it to later in the day, there's just greater resistance to get it done because I'm just simply exhausted at the end of the day. So I get it done in the morning, and that has been working for me. So right here I'm just brushing my teeth. Can't leave the house without clean teeth. I don't do my skincare, but I do apply the Laneige lip sleeping mask. And the reason I don't do my skincare is because it just doesn't make sense for me to put on skincare if I'm going to be sweating it off. But I am using a jade roller, which has been sitting in the fridge, and so the coolness against like my skin first thing in the morning just feels really good, and it just kind of helps to depuff and all of that jazz. So yeah, we're just heading to the gym right now. It's always just kind of like a nice quiet drive this time of the morning, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just gonna put on my shoes and get into it. On this specific day, I was training chest, shoulders, and triceps, and actually training upper body is one of my favorite things to do. I love training my upper body just because I feel like my upper body responds to, weight training. I don't know. I just look at this clip for instance. I just look pretty toned and defined and kind of slightly muscular, and I am totally into that. But anyway, this is not supposed to be a video about the workouts that I do. I'm just showing a few random workouts that I did on this particular day. Good morning, y'all. It is now 6:18. I have finally completed my workout, and I'm just heading back home. So I'm just gonna go back home now, take a shower, and just get dressed for work and get ready for work. So yeah, that should be fun. I think I'm gonna do my makeup today. Some days I say screw it, I'm gonna go barefaced to work. But I think today I'm just going to put on my makeup. And yeah, today I'm actually going into the office. So we are back home from the gym. Next thing is really to take a shower and get dressed. Yeah, today I just kept it simple. Just like a nice baby blue type dress, and putting on my perfume and jewelry and just getting ready. And then after that, I'm gonna move on to just slicking down my edges. Honestly, natural hair in braids is just such it's so annoying. I hate this process of slicking down my edges, and I think at this point this hair was like a few weeks old, maybe like 3 weeks old, and it just looks ridiculous once you start to slick down a huge amount of, like, a big portion of hair, right? But anyway, and then I'm just gonna put on some mousse, and then I'm going to wear my scarf over my hair, and just kind of like, just to kind of get everything to, you know, nice and laid and sleeked down to the gods. So my skincare really in the mornings anyway is really only 2 products. I use a moisturizer by The Ordinary. It's the natural moisturizing factors plus phytoceramides. And I also use a sunscreen, and the sunscreen that I use and I've been using since last summer is the Laneige Hydro UV Defense sunscreen in SPF 50+. Love this stuff. It gives a nice glow, doesn't leave a white cast on my skin. I don't think I use enough sunscreen, but this shit's expensive, and I'm not trying to run out of it super quickly. I should do better, but I guess I don't worry too much about how much sunscreen I use, because it's kind of moot, because like I'm only out in the sun literally when I walk into my office after parking the car, and then I'm in the office all day, and then I'm going home at the end of the day when the sunscreen is worn off. But you see that glow? Love it. And so on no makeup days, just a moisturizer and sunscreen gives me all the glow from within look I need. So I'm gonna get started with my makeup now. I'm running a bit behind today, y'all. So now that I've got my skincare done, I'm gonna move on to my makeup, and I'm gonna start by carving out my brows, especially at this point, just because my brows are overgrown. And then for foundation, I actually use 2 different foundations. I use the Rare Beauty foundation, which is a bit darker for my forehead, and the Sephora Best Skin Ever for like the rest of my skin. And then I clean up my brows, and then I apply and blend in the foundation on the rest of my skin. And then I move on to highlighting, and I really actually don't mind this concealer. Coverage is kind of medium coverage, but you have to be really careful in terms of application, because otherwise it can go in pretty streaky. And then we're just gonna move on to contouring, and I just contour with my Fenty Beauty matchstick in espresso. And then for blush, I use the Rare Beauty blush in Encourage, and honestly not my favorite blush. I don't know, maybe I just haven't figured out how to apply it yet, or like at what point in the makeup process it should come on, but it just always ends up looking kind of weird and splotchy. Anyway, when I had baked my face and now I'm just applying eyeshadow, I keep it simple. I just use 1 shade all over my lid, and then finishing off with my setting powder from Kat Von D. And I just want to talk about the fact that this brand only had like the deepest shade, the darkest shade is deep, the one that I'm using on my skin, and honestly it's not that dark. So disappointed. Anyway, contouring and then highlighting. Oh darling, Extra Dimension Skin Finish from MAC has been in my collection for the longest time, and it has not failed me yet. And then I applied mascara to my lower lash line, and just set my face with the setting spray thing from Rare Beauty. Not my favorite either. So after makeup, I move on to styling my braids, and I'm just doing like a half up, half down kind of bun situation, which I think looks kind of cute. What do y'all think? So we're also gonna make a to-go smoothie for breakfast, and we're gonna start with spinach, cauliflower, some frozen cherries, water, protein powder, and a ton of spirulina. We're just kind of gonna blend that up, and that's gonna be our breakfast for the day, which I typically just drink at my desk at work throughout the morning. decided that I was gonna do an iced, like a cold brew for my coffee, but I also wanted like a shot of espresso in there, so I did that. And I'm adding some homemade brown sugar syrup, some cold brew of course, and just some barista blend oat milk. Delicious. Honestly, this was probably kind of too strong. It gave me a buzz kind of throughout the morning. Then I take my vitamins: hair, skin, nails, omega-3s, magnesium. Alright, so at this point I was kind of running late, to be honest, so I'm just packing my work bag, grabbing my lunch, yeah, and just heading out the door. But that is pretty much my morning routine. Honestly, this is more like a 5 to like 8 because I start work at 8. I hope y'all have enjoyed watching the video so far. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you all so much, and I will see y'all next time in another video. Bye.